Hi everyone! Lately I've been getting quite a few questions about what's going on inside my garden and what I have growing and how I do what I do. So I thought I'd just make a little video so I can show you all. Let's go take a look.
So this here is the large box garden, and as you can see we've divided it into thirds. This bottom half here is basically all volunteer plants that probably went to seed last year and then just started growing. And then the middle third is radishes, carrots, beets, lettuce, spinach, more carrots, more beets, and then onions on the far right side there. And what we're going to do is we're just going to extend those rows down into here just so that we can have more of a continuous harvest instead of everything being ready at the exact same time. And then over here on this side, a few different things kind of got mixed and hatched here. We've got Swiss chard, I think more beets, then cabbages, some kind of leafy greens, more random beets, and then broccoli, and then leeks on the far left hand side there. These two big half wine barrels are reaping with kale right now. I'm feeding it pretty much every day and it's just growing like a weed. And then over here we have another little raised box garden which is growing some peas along the outside with the lattices. And then there's some spinach which is growing at the very front, and the spinach is starting to bolt already because it's been so hot lately. That's just a bunch of wild brush that I think looks pretty. And then over here I planted today some cucumber seedlings that I started from seed, and they're going to be growing just right up this lattice work along the side of the house where they can get lots of sun. And then over here are my 20 tomato plants that I grew from seed and potted myself. There's a few different kinds. There's Raspberry Giant, Blue Beauty, just some regular red tomatoes, and you know what, I actually can't even really remember. I guess I'll have to wait for them to flower. And then these two guys I actually got from the market from Forbes Organic Farm, and they've got some little green tomatoes growing on them already. I'm really excited about that. And just behind these tomato plants we've got the smaller box garden. We've got two zucchini plants growing here. I'm probably going to have to take one of them out eventually because zucchini gets massive. And then I've got three smaller climbing squashes here. Can't remember the name of them, but I put this piece of chicken fence in so that they can grow vertically and we can save space that way. This is our raspberry patch. Delicious, delicious raspberries. And these are our little chickies over here. The Dixie chicks. They're getting so big. Hi guys. And over here by the fish pond we've got a giant pot of mint and holy basil, which decided to just grow together for some reason. And we've got some strawberries over here. And these three empty pots here are going to be more basil and fresh lettuce. Some pretty iris flowers here. The pump for the tower garden that I haven't put together yet. And this is my baby. So I have about 28 plants growing on this thing in 2.5 square feet. And I really like this because unlike the other garden, the dirt garden over there, this doesn't require any weeding and it makes it really, really easy to grow. So I've got Swiss chard, kale, leek, spinach, basil, dill, sage, rosemary, thyme. There's some cucumbers and some tomatoes at the bottom. And I did the same thing that I did with the other garden. So I planted some of these bigger leafy greens like the kale and the chard on the 26th of April. And then I just planted some more of them again today on the 24th of May, just for a more continual harvest, because I was finding that I was getting really overwhelmed with all the veggies and everything that I had all at the exact same time, so it's good to split it up.
Watching my video, everyone. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that you've been inspired to start growing some fruits and vegetables of your own. It's by far one of the most rewarding things that I've done with my time here, and I find that it really brings out my nurturing qualities. And when I do that, the nurturing flows over into other areas of my life. And if you're feeling a little bit scared and maybe you don't know where to start, all you need is a pot with some dirt, some seeds, some water, and some love. And voila, you have a garden, even if it's only a tiny one.